Have I read these popular books? A few days ago, I posted a short saying that if people commented the names of popular books and series, I would make a video saying if I've read those books, and if I have, did I like them? And I did get some comments on that video saying some names of popular books and series. And I have the list here of all of them. Unfortunately, a lot of these are books that I have not read. I did not realize until I saw these comments how many there are that I just have not gotten around to reading yet. So to start, the first one I wrote down is the Keeper of the Lost City series. I haven't read this series, and I actually don't know what it's about. I am going to have to look into that one. Another one is the Amari series. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know what it's about. That's another one I'll have to look into. The Inheritance Games. I have not read that one, and I don't know what it's about, but I think I've seen the series on BookTube quite a bit, so that's one I'll probably have to look into at some point. The Bridge Kingdom is unfortunately another one I haven't read. I know it's popular, but I don't really know anything about it. Now, The Cruel Prince, I know, is a really popular one. I see it everywhere all the time. I have not read it, and I remember it didn't sound like something I would be interested in. I might still read it at some point, but I don't know, it doesn't seem likely right now. Shatter Me. The Shatter Me series I know is really popular. I haven't read it yet, but Shatter Me is on my TBR, because it sounds interesting and I do want to see what all the hype is about. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross is another one that I have not read yet, but it is on my TBR, because a couple of years ago I read two other books by Rebecca Ross, A River Enchanted and A Fire Endless, and they were so good. I do want to read more by Rebecca Ross. Okay, and a really popular one that I did try to read once and wound up DNFing is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Now, I know this is a really popular one, and last year I tried reading it. I read some of it, and then I kind of just DNF'd it, because I think I just wasn't interested enough to read the whole book. Now, another one that was commented is the Percy Jackson series. Yes, I have read those. I read them years ago when I was 10 and 11. I really enjoyed them. I guess I'll have to reread them at some point. The Fifth Wave is another one that was mentioned. Yes, I'm pretty sure I did read The Fifth Wave, but it was years ago, and I actually don't remember anything about it, unfortunately. Okay, Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing, I actually did read Fourth Wing last year. Unfortunately, I was not a fan of that one. I just didn't like the book. And I haven't read the rest of the series. I am really just not interested in continuing with that one. Once Upon a Broken Heart. Yes, I did read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy as the books were coming out, and I liked the trilogy. I thought it was pretty good. I've seen the books around a lot on YouTube, so I know how popular they are. And the last one is The Hunger Games. Yes, I read The Hunger Games when I was a teenager. The trilogy was amazing, of course. A few months ago, I did read Sunrise on the Reaping, and that was really good. I actually haven't read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes yet, but now that I've read Sunrise on the Reaping, I'm gonna try to get around to that one at some point. So that was all of the books that were mentioned. If you want to comment below some more series and books, I would do a part 2 at some point. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in another one. Bye!